Today is Saturday, November 10th, and it's right around noon, and it's about 60 degrees out, but it feels a lot warmer than that. Even in the shade, it feels warm, so I don't know, 60 degrees. That's what our patio temperature says it is. Last night we were supposed to have gotten a hard freeze. Where we live, there's a city in the valley, and they did get into the 20s. We were 42, I think, or right around 40 degrees was our low. It's supposed to get back up into the high 60s, low 70s all this week, so it should be beautiful weather. We've done quite a bit to the yard, and I'll show all of that. This is my garden diary. Last week I remarked how big these agapanthus were getting, and come to find out we had a water problem, so we had to fix that. So I was going to show that. When you come up here, this, I don't know that it was the olive tree, although there is a root here. But there was a riser that came up, a flexible riser, and so we had to dig that up because it was just bubbling up on the surface. And my husband spotted it and went, uh-oh, and all of it was just draining down, and that's why the agapanthus were getting bigger, I suppose. We don't know how long it was going on. Probably a while, though. So, to show, the evidence of the water. And when I was shooting this last week, because the bubbling was happening up there in that corner, I didn't even realize that the block wall was getting soaked. So, fortunately, my husband figured it out. We had some pillars, oh, here's the coleus. We had some pillars delivered out in the front yard, so I'm going to show some footage of that. Change the way the front yard looks. So, the trees are going gold for sure, and we're getting lots of, I should show them the debris from those. Oh, these petunias are looking pretty. And the bougainvillea, so it still hasn't gotten too cold, or that would have been toast. All of this is from the trees, and it's hard to get up, but I will prevail. I pulled out all the fuchsia, and I think I mentioned that in my video, the California fuchsia. Oh, a kitty. We have cats everywhere. This one I think is Emoji. I think that's that cat's name. Kind of skittish because they know they're in the wrong yard. My husband propped up this tomato plant. It's got some beautiful tomatoes on it, and I think they're going to grow real well if we can keep from getting cold. I worked a little bit more on this area. I took this love seat down that I had up by that olive tree because we're going to get rid of it. I worked a little bit more back here, trimming off some of the sago palm fronds that were turning yellow, and I will clean up all of this debris. And then I cut back my lavender plant a little bit The tomatoes that I got harvested today came off of the plant that's back here on this block wall. I don't think my cilantro's getting much bigger, but I'm patient. My husband cut down the okra. The pepper plants were just full of red peppers this morning, so I worked on trying to get those harvested. That's pretty. Little purple flowers. This one is too. And you can see there's still some red in there, but they've got, they're mottled. They're not totally red yet. So, and we saw some birds on our bird bath today, so that was kind of exciting. The little birds that would probably be pecking at my tomatoes if they didn't have something to drink. This plant I found in the rocks, and it had berries on it, and you can see them. And I wonder if it's blueberries, because when I smelled it, it smelled like blueberries, and then I tasted one. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I did. So we stuck it in this pot, and it's kind of bouncing back. So it'll be interesting to see if that survives our winter or anything. We've got lots of green tomatoes on here. Of course, there's green tomatoes on there, but I don't really like them, so I would eat them if I was hungry, though. This is this bed. The chard is the thing that's coming up the best. My husband's not a chard eater, but I am. But unfortunately, oh, some dill's coming up in the back there. The spinach is looking pretty good too. But no zucchini. Probably will not get any more zucchini. I'll show this plant. I think it's just getting too cool for zucchini. It's still alive, but look at that tomato. Chances of it surviving are not too great. The eggplant still has lots of fruit on it. Small ones though. I picked enough that I can do something tomorrow. I was thinking on Saturday I would do something with eggplant. So, ooh, breeze is coming up. I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this river rock and I'm going to build a gibbon wall. I think they're called a little retaining wall. Come out and go around each of the planters, make some paths so that when I walk on the river rock, I'll have more sure footing. As I get older, I want sure footing. I don't know if I showed the mums over here. They're doing well. The salvia's got some little flowers on it. Anywho, that's the yard. Today is Saturday, November 10th, and this is what we got out of the garden. A bunch of peppers. These are mostly serranos in there, and then there's jalapenos and fresnos, some strawberries, some tomatillos, some tomatoes, some eggplant, some loco peppers, and some Thai peppers. I thought I would show the front yard. On Thursday this last week, the 8th or 9th, whatever day it was, we had our pillars delivered. There's a place that has a bunch of concrete stuff. These are really heavy. And my husband adapted some lights that are the same as the lights on our house, and he put those on the pillars. So now instead of the privets that we had that were dying here, we now have light posts. And this lantana's going crazy. It's so pretty. Actually, all the plants are doing pretty well. The cannas looks nice. Red and purple pot there. There's some mums up here that are looking really pretty. And there's some petunias mixed in with those that go really well. Same there. My mint is going crazy. Way more mint than I could ever want. And then this sunrise rose is pretty, lantana, and the salvia. And then I'll show the coleus that we have up here. It's beautiful. It's got, this is the bronze one. It's got some lime, and in the center is like a purple. It's gorgeous. Love it. And this little coleus was just a baby, and it's coming along pretty good. So anyway, that's my garden. This is Sunday, November 11th, and it's about 50 some degrees outside. And I just wanted to show that we kind of finished up the front area. My husband filled in the rocks, and then we trimmed out the front yard a little bit. Got rid of some of the stuff on the sidewalk. I didn't do these mums yet. It's windy, but the peak is supposed to be before noon, so I trimmed up all this mint. Anyway, that's it.